Shalom, shalom, and Shabbat shalom to those who are still in daylight and not in the evening yet. It's me, Officer Marakat, Shield of Wisdom, Richmond, Richmond, Virginia. Shalom, shalom. How y'all doing, man? Hey, this is going to be a good one. Beside that, it's going to be a good one, man. This is something you really need to listen to. Because the same thing is going on today. It's the same thing our ancestors did it back in the day. We are doing the same thing our ancestors done. And we are reverting back to the same sin our ancestors sinned. Same thing, man. But before I start and say anything else, I'm going to go to the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17. And it reads, "And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of Hamashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the Most High, and which is the Father, Bashem Hamashiach Yahushua." All right, gotta go there. We always start our videos with that, and it's always going to be that. So think about it. We came out of Egypt. America is spiritually Egypt. We will soon go out of Egypt, and we'll go back into the wilderness again. The same thing that happened the last time is going to happen again. You will feel the same way, you will go in the same way, and you will be judged the same way. And the thing is going to be, will you still keep the law? I'm going to go here real quick. Because last week I said the wilderness was, let me make sure I want to say it right, because that's just how I like to do things. The wilderness was never about hunger. The wilderness was never about hunger. Go to Deuteronomy 8 and 2. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 2. And what I was just talking about is in verse 1. Deuteronomy 8 and 1. "All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply, and go in and possess the land which the Most High Power swore unto our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." Forefathers is ancestors. That's what it means. You need to do the commandment. We need to keep the commandments in order to get into the land. That's what you call a prerequisite. That is a prerequisite. Okay? To get into the land, we must, like Masha said, he said, he command us this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply. Now, this is important right here, very important. And go in and possess the land which the Most High swear unto our ancestors. Okay? Go to John, 2 John 6. In the New Testament. 2 John 1 and 6. 2 John 1 and 6. "And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning." What did we hear? Ye should walk in it. You see what I mean? You see how this is very important? That we walk after the Most High's commandments. This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning. He's saying it like you heard this from the beginning. He's talking to us, right? Go to Psalms 119, 172. Book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 172. These are the commandments that we have heard from the beginning, that we should walk in them. Psalms 119, 172. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. See, when we speak of the word of the Most High, you got to understand the words we speak, they are commandments that we can go into the land and possess the land. Because you got to be able to live. If you go into a land that the Most High have given you, you're going to have to do something to stay in it. And all you need to do is keep the commandments and live by them and walk in them. It's very, very important. Deuteronomy 8 and 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day, which in 2 John 1 and 6, this is the commandment that we have heard from the beginning, that we should walk in it. Deuteronomy 8 and 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live. Keeping the commandments help you live and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply, and go in and possess the land which the Most High swore unto your fathers. So in order to go in, you got to keep the commandments. And when you're keeping the commandments, you're walking in them. Not only you walk, your tongue shall. Book of Psalms 119, 172. Not only your tongue, not only walking in them, but your tongue shall speak of the Most High's words. Why? For all his commandments are righteousness. For all the Most High commandments are righteousness. Hold on, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Baba Kasha. Like, share, and subscribe. Right? Like and follow. Remember that. Like, share, and subscribe. Very important. So what we're going to do, we're going to continue on reading the second law. We got to. I gotta read the law. Go to John 4 and 63. No, John 6 and 43. And this is why. This is why I'm going over the law. This is why I'm going over the law right here, man. Because this is very important for you. I'm not reading this for nothing. I'm reading this for a reason. I'm going through the law, reading it to you for a reason. John 6 and 44, not 43. John 6 and 44. Book of St. John, chapter 6 and verse 44. And it reads, no man, this is Hamashiach Yahushua, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus Christ. It's in red too. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him. A lot of y'all skipped the Most High, went straight to Hamashiach Yahushua, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. It is written in the prophets, right? And they shall be all taught of the Most High. Every man, therefore, that hath heard is talking about the commandments, right? And have learned of the Father, heard us talking about the commandments, teaching the commandments, and we're teaching you of the Most High. Cometh unto me. Because when you read about the Most High, you're gonna, you are going to see Hamashiach Yahushua. You are going to see Hamashiach Yahushua. When you go back up to John 6 and 38, he said, for I came down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. I came not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. So when you go back over here, down, scroll back up to verse 44, no man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him. And I will raise him up at the last day. You gotta know the Most High. If you don't want to know the Most High, I'm trying to tell you, man, you have wasted your time. You don't know the Most High. Show me. Show me the Most High. Do a video. Don't post say, hey, jump in the comments and say, hey, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna show you I know the Most High. And you're gonna show me in the scriptures. You're gonna show me the Most High. Show me him. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, may every matter be established. Show me. Prove to me that you know the Most High. For everyone that heard and have learned of the Father cometh unto me. Because when you read about the Most High, Hamashiach Yahushua is always there. He's always there. I come not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. See? Verse 45. It is written in the prophets, and they shall be all taught of the Most High. Every man, therefore, that hath heard and hath learned of the Father cometh unto me. See what I mean? So let's learn about what the Most High have done. If you've seen my videos, you see me go from Deuteronomy chapter 1 until 10, to 12. Well, I've read on, but I just haven't did the videos yet. So let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Let's see. I believe I'm starting at 10 or 11. I'm starting at chapter 11 because I believe I stopped at 10. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't mean to be. What's up, babe? Yeah, let's start at 10, man, just because I really don't remember. Hold on. Let me see. All right, let's start at 10. Make thyself a fool for righteousness' sake. This is Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 1. And at that time, the Most High said unto me, which is my shah, hew thee 2 tables of stone, like unto the first, and come up, right? And come up unto me into the mount, and make thee an ark of wood. And I will write on the tables the words that were in the first tables, which thou breakest, and thou shalt put on them in the ark. And I made an ark of shittim wood, and hewed 2 tables of stone. Oh, now you got wood, and then you got 2 tables of stone. Why they never talk about the wood? Hey, you see what happens when you read the law? See? And I was reading that, and I guarantee you, the brothers and sisters that watch the video, they're going to hear me read past it, and they may or may not pay attention to me reading past the wood until I got to the stone to point the boat out. What is the wood then? What's on the wood? What's on the wood? You see what I'm saying? We Pac-Man, we're just, hey, Zaquan Thawam, Priest General Thawam, always said we are just learning how to read. That's reading comprehension, not missing the facts, not missing the details. We're just learning to read, and we're getting better at it. We're just learning, and we're getting better at it. So when he came down from the mount and the stones he threw out of his hand, they broke. That's just a significant. That is a significant chapter to let you know about us breaking the law, the covenant. And Deuteronomy 10 and 1, he said, and come up unto me into the mount, and make thee an ark of wood. See? And I will write on the tables the words, tables as wood, that is wood, tables that are wood, the words that were in the first tables which thou breakest, and thou shalt put them in the ark. And I made an ark of shittim wood, and hewed 2 tables of stone. Now stone, got wood, now stone, like unto the first, and went up into the mount, having the 2 tables in my hand. And he wrote on the tables, according to the first writings, the 10 commandments which the Most High spake unto you in the mount out of the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. And the Most High gave them unto me. And I turned myself and came down from the mount and put the tables in the ark which I had made. And there they be as the Most High commanded me. And the children of Israel, my ancestors, took their journey from Barath of the children of Jachan to Mosara. There Aaron died, and there he was buried. And Eleazar, his son, ministered in the priest's office in his stead. From thence they journeyed unto Golgotha, 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 and from Golgotha to Jothbath, a land of rivers of water. At that time, the Most High separated the tribe of Levi to bear the ark of the covenant of the Most High, to stand before the Most High, to minister unto him, and to bless in his name unto this day. Wherefore Levi hath no part nor inheritance with his brethren. The Most High is his inheritance, according as the Most High thy power promised him. And I stayed in the mount, according to the first time, 40 days and 40 nights. Again, right? And the Most High hearkened unto me at that time also. And the Most High would not destroy thee. And the Most High hearkened unto me at that time also. And the Most High would not destroy thee, because he hearkened unto a great Levi brother named Masha. And the Most High said unto me, Arise, take thy journey before the people, that they may go in and possess the land. Remember Deuteronomy 8 and 2. Remember this. It was never about hunger. It was never about hunger. Verse Deuteronomy 8 and 2. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Most High thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee. That's why the Most High had to do those things, to prove us. To know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. And he humbled our ancestors and suffered them to hunger. He suffered them to hunger for what? To prove them, to know if they would keep the commandments or not. And fed them with manna, which thou knewest not. Neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doeth not live by bread alone. Ooh, that's a cut. Suffered us to hunger, right? To let us know that man doeth not live by bread alone. It's not it's like your hunger, like you just hungry. Food don't sustain you. You need moral, civil, dietary, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial to learn them, even though we're not under that law right now. You still need to know it. Still need to know how the temple was built. The Most High pulled a masterpiece. It was beautiful in that temple, man. I went through that breakdown, baby, for I don't know how many years. Sakura, I don't know how many years I went over that breakdown about the temple in Leviticus. I went over it and over it, I think for about 5 years straight. Because it was a Torah portion. It kept going over and over. You can look at my videos over and over and over. I read the law so many times that now I just get it. I really get it. You can correlate the book of Genesis to anybody in the scriptures, going from the first they're born to their life, and the Most High coming in, and man started to call on the Most High. Then you get into Leviticus. You start reading about the ark and the Levites and everything else. It's Levitical, the priesthood. You start reading about the priesthood and their jobs and everything else, and the dietary and stuff like that. Levi is learning the laws and what he must do. Then you got Exodus, us going into captivity. No, before captivity, when our forefather Jacob was just coming, just finding out what things is going to be and everything else. His son is thinking his son is dead. Joseph. It's a whole story that correlates with what happened and a prophecy at the end of Exodus. Then you got Numbers as we came out of Exodus, right? And then we starting to go through lands trying to get into our land, the land of Canaan. That was our land. The Most High gave it to us. Start going into that. Start talking about the wars and what happened, people coming against us, and the Most High is saying, Ammon, Moab and Ammon, not they can't even come into the congregation to the third and fourth generation by Esau. Then you got the book of Deuteronomy. Then we start going into us, our second generation of children, because our ancestors lost that right of going into the land. And then the second was the children that our ancestors said that would be for prey. The Most High allowed my ancestors to go into the land. Aaron passed away. Moses telling us that he's going to tell us that he's not able to go into the land. He gonna get the curses. What's gonna happen to us? Because the Most High told Moses to tell us he know what we gonna do. And we did just exactly that. Then you got Joseph about the things that were happening. And when you start reading the book of Joseph, you really start seeing Hamashiach Yahushua a lot. You really do. You start to see him a lot. My bad, the book of Joshua. But you start to see these things. But let's get back on topic, man. Let's get back on topic. And verse 3, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doeth not live by bread alone. You eating is not the only thing you need to help you live. You need moral, civil, dietary, and ceremonial laws. You need these things to govern yourself, to go into the land and be the people you're supposed to be, because these other nations, they are lawless. They build their life off of lies. You can just look at them and you can just talk to them and you can hear every lie that come out of their mouth. It is insane how much these other nations lie. They just lie and alter reality. They gotta lie and they know the truth, but they would rather get on the internet or in other people's faces and lie. And lie. And they will swear up and down what they saying is the truth. Man, the caucasity. People always trying to alter reality, man. Calm down with all that. Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 6. And my ancestors, the children of Israel, took their journey from Barak of the children of Jachan to Masara. There Aaron died, and there he was buried. And Eleazar, his son, I'm starting over, but it's okay, ministered in the priest's office in his stead. From thence they journeyed unto Gadgada, and from Gadgada to Jephbath, a land of rivers of water. At that time, the Most High separated the tribe of Levi to bear the ark of the covenant of the Most High, to stand before the Most High, to minister unto him, and to bless in his name unto this day, and to bless unto his name. Hold on, you finish praying, and then you what? You bless unto his name. Did it say A-M-E-N? This is the law. Hold on. Deuteronomy 10 and 8. And to bless in his name unto this day. Did it say A-M-E-N? Yes or no? It didn't. The law said to bless in his name, right? Exactly. And then who did he give us to? Hamashiach Yahushua. Because we ticked him off. But still, he never said A-M-E-N. So what do we say? Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High. Hallelujah. I read the law. The law said to bless in the Most High's name. So we say Basham Hamashiach Yahushua. And we end it with Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High. Wherefore Levi hath no part, nor inheritance with his brethren. The Most High is his inheritance, according as the Most High thy power promised him. And I stayed in the mount according to the first time, 40 days and 40 nights, and the Most High hearkened unto me at that time also. And the Most High would not destroy thee. And the Most High said unto me, Arise, take thy journey before the people, that they may go in and possess the land, which I swore unto their fathers to give unto them. And now, Israel. Oh, okay, it's about to get deep. He's getting to, and now, Israel, right? Give me a second. Give me a second. And now, Israel, what doeth the Most High thy power require of thee? That's important. That's what you ask people. Okay, what does the Most High require of you? What does he require of you? But to fear the Most High thy power, to walk in all his ways. This is the commandment that we've heard from the beginning. 2 John 1:6. But to fear the Most High thy power, to walk in all his ways. We're at Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Let's just get that, man. Let's go to 2 John 1:6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. See? Let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Most High thy power require of thee? But to fear the Most High thy power. Let's get that. Ecclesiastes all the way to the bottom, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High. No, that ain't talking about an ultimate respect. No, that's talking about fear him, be scared of him, fear him, be scared of him. And I heard a man fall into the hands of the Most High today. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High. Didn't we hear that today in the other room? You know what I mean? We heard that. A man falling into the hands of the Most High. I pray I'm doing the right thing. Let me get back to this. Man. I try to tell y'all, man, this gets heavy. It gets heavy. Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Most High thy power require of thee? But to fear the Most High thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him. See, very important, and to love him. 2 John 1 and 6, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments. See, this is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. Deuteronomy 10 and 12. But to fear the Most High thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him. And to love him is to walk in his ways, his commandments. And to serve the Most High thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Let's get the heart. The book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 21. The book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 21. For from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts. We'll just stop there. Evil thoughts. But we can't, because a lot of y'all are hard-headed. Adulteries, fornications, and murders. Evil thoughts. That's the heart. Gotta break this down. Gotta go to the definition of things and how you define these words is very important. Chapter 10 at the end of 12. To walk in all his ways and to love him and to serve the Most High thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, or your thoughts, your mindset. Verse 13, to keep the commandments of the Most High and what was on the wood, and this was on the wood, his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Most High thy power. The heaven, the sky, and the heavens of heavens is the Most High. Thy power. The earth also, with all that therein is. Only the Most High had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. See? Even you above all people, as it is this day. Circumcise therefore the foreskins of your heart. Change your mind, your mindset. Circumcise it. Cut that mindset off. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, the way you think, and be no more stiff-necked. For the most higher power is power of powers, and the most high of powers, a great power, a mighty, and a terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward. He doeth execute the judgment of the fatherless and widow, and loveth the stranger, and giveth him food and raiment. The stranger is not the heathen, not the Gentiles. For ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. You know what the stranger is? Stranger is an Israelite brother that don't live in the land of Judea. It could be Issachar, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Issachar, Simeon, Asher, Gad. Could be one of them. Judah, Benjamin, Levi. That's nothing on the kingdom. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Reuben, Simeon, Issachar, Gad, Manasseh, Ephraim, Zebulun, Asher, and Naphtali. You could be Benjamin. It could be a stranger. This is not your land. Your land's over there, Benjamin. You are a brother, but you're a stranger. You know how we were strangers in other people's land and how they treated us? Well, don't treat your brother like that. Let's keep it running. Verse 20, thou shalt fear the Most High thy power. Him shalt thou serve, and to him shalt thou cleave, and swear by his name. He is thy praise. Hallelujah. And he is thy power, that have done for thee these great and terrible things, which thine eyes have seen. Thy fathers went down into Egypt with 70 persons, and now the Most High thy power hath made thee as the stars of heaven for a multitude. Call Asherah, Debar Yahweh, and Yeshai and Ashemai. Father Yahweh said, what we doing here? Now we in chapter 11. It gets busy. It's more. It's just more information coming out. The more I read this, the more I understand what's going on. The more I define these words, the better it is. The more I show meaning of these words, the better. How you define this? This is how you define that. You got to know how to define these words. The Bible answers itself. We don't need to go to the Hebrew, the Blue Letter Bible, or any of that. The Bible defines itself. The Biblios defines itself. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, and verse 1. Therefore, thou shalt love the Most High thy power. How you love the Most High thy power? That's 8. And keep his charge and his statutes and his judgments and his commandments always. See that? Always. Let me see something. I'm going to go to Proverbs 6 and 3 real quick. Because it's not just for you, it's for me as well. It's for the brothers and sisters that need to hear this and for myself. Proverbs 6 and 3. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself. When thou art come into the hand of thy friend, go, humble thyself. Pay attention. And make sure thy friend give not sleep to thine eyes. Don't sleep on you. Nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Y'all got to understand that right there. I'm going to read it again, and I'm going to break it down a little bit for you. So I don't want to pluck all the apples off the tree. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself. Watch this. Deliver thyself. Watch this. When thou art come into the hand of thy friend, go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend give not sleep Make sure thy friend give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Humble yourself. When you come into your enemies, humble yourself, man. Don't be so F you, this, and say F you, that, and everything else. Humble yourself. Put on a different spirit. You got a spirit of a friend. You know how you come into somebody, and you know how to be a different type of spirit to them put their guard down from around you, and they're gonna sleep on you. That's the hunter. Hey man, how you doing, man? Hey, what's up? Hey, da da da. So when you see me acting, it's not. You know, I may act like the insurrection out there. They catch us outside. We trying to get out and go. You know what I'm saying? God, America. As soon as he sleep on me, you go. I'm smart. He's sleeping on me. Just what the Most High is talking about right here. You gotta humble yourself. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thy life and them that hear thee. Trying to save their life. Like, don't go all rah-rah on that stuff real quick. Humble yourself, man. Soon as he gives sleep to his eyelids on you, soon as he's not paying attention to you, deliver yourself from the hunter. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all gotta give me 5 real quick. Just Ate the water, y'all. So, getting back to taking things seriously. Let's go to 1 Timothy 4:11. Because I'm gonna command some things to you, the same thing that Paul did. If Paul can command some things, I'm sure about to command some things to y'all. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 11. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 11. These things command and teach. Let no man despise thy youth, young man, you young punks. We know how our elders be. But be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, which is love, in spirit. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2. Right? Let's go there. We got to go to the spirit. That's the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, and verse 2. And the spirit of the Most High shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom, with the proper application of knowledge, and the understanding, the accumulation of precepts, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, the spirit of counsel, understanding, teaching you what I'm doing now, counseling you guys, and might, the power in how I teach, the spirit of knowledge, the accumulation of understanding, and of the fear of the Most High, teaching you to be scared of him. Most High said he will melt you. Let's get back to where we was. All right, kind of. It's a lot. Let's go back over here. 1 Timothy 11. I was at 12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word. Okay? Like actually following the laws. Just telling people in word, in conversation, in charity, which is love, in spirit, which I showed you, Isaiah 11 and 2. In faith and purity, till I come. Give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. So people can see how much you profit off of this. They'll see it. Take heed unto thyself, verse 16, and unto the doctrine, continue in them. For in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. See? Take heed to your doctrine in word. All right? Keep up with this. Do the right thing. Go to verse 2. And know ye this day, for I speak not with your children, which have not known, and which have not seen the chastisement of the Most High your power. His greatness, his mighty hand, which is the Mashiach Yahushai, right? Proverbs 110 and 1. And his stretched out arm is judgment. His stretched out arm is hitting everybody. You're not too far where he can't reach you. And his miracles and his acts, which he did in the midst of Egypt, unto Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and unto all his land. Remember the plagues, he's saying. And what he did unto the army of Egypt, drowned them in the midst of the sea. Into their horses, drowned them, let the water fall on them. Into their chariots, which are still at the bottom of that sea. Check the books. How he made the water of the Red Sea to overflow them as they pursued after you. How the Most High have destroyed them unto this day. And what he did unto you in the wilderness until you came into this place. Made you just walk in the wilderness for 40 years. And what he did unto Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, the sons of Reuben, how the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their households, and their tents, and all the substance that was in their possession, in the midst of all Israel. But your eyes have seen all the great acts of the Most High which he did. Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments which I command you this day, that ye may be strong and go in and possess the land, whether ye go to possess it, wherever you go to possess it, and that ye may prolong your days in the land, which the Most High swore unto your fathers to give unto them, and to their seed, a land that flowed with milk and honey. For the land, whither thou goest to possess it, is not as the land of Egypt, from whence ye came out, where thou shootest thy seed, and waterest it with thy foot, as a garden of herbs. But the land, whither ye go to possess it, is a land of hills and valleys, and drinketh water of the rain of heaven. A land which the Most High thy power careth for. The eyes of the Most High thy power are always upon it, from the beginning of the year even unto the end of the year. And it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments, which I command you this day, to love the Most High your power, right? And to serve him with all your heart. Remember, Mark 7:21. And with all your soul. See, don't this sound like Deuteronomy 28:1? It does, but he said, diligently listen unto the voice of the Most High thy power, which is the angel of the Most High, which is Hamashiach Yahushua. Verse 14, that I will give you the rain of your land in his due season, the first rain and the latter rain, that thou mayest gather in thy corn and thy wine and thy oil. And I will send grass in thy fields for thy cattle, that thou mayest eat and be full. Take heed to yourself, that your heart be not deceived. Remember your thoughts. And ye turn aside and serve other powers, and worship them. And then the Most High's wrath be kindled against you, and he shut up the heaven, that there be no rain, and that the land yield not her fruit, and lest ye perish quickly from off the good land, which the Most High giveth you. Therefore shall ye lay up these words in your heart and in your soul, and bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes. Make a book. And ye shall teach them your children, speaking of them, when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. This is when you speak to them. Wherever you're going, you're walking out with your kids, you start talking about the law, man. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thine house, and upon thy gates, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children, in the land which the Most High swore unto your fathers, to give them as the days of heaven upon the earth. For if ye shall diligently keep all these commandments which I command you to do them, to love the Most High your power, to walk in all his ways, to cleave unto him, then will the Most High drive out all these nations from before you, and ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourself. Every place whereupon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours. From the wilderness of Lebanon, from the river Euphrates, even unto the uttermost sea shall your coast be. There shall no man be able to stand before you. For the Most High your power shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land that ye shall tread upon. As he hath said unto you, behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. Same law that's in Deuteronomy 28. 27. A blessing if you obey the commandments of the Most High your power, which I command you this day, and a curse if you shall not obey the Most High's commandments. Not obey the commandments of the Most High your power, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other powers, which ye have not known. And shall come to pass, when the Most High thy power hath brought thee in unto the land, whither thou goest to possess it, that thou shalt put the blessing upon Mount Gerizim, and the curse upon Mount Ebal. And they, not on the other side of Jordan, so like not and they, are they not on the other side of Jordan? By the way whereof the sun goeth down, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. In the land of the Canaanites, which dwell in the campaign over against Gilgal, beside the plains of Morah, in the what? West. For ye shall pass over Jordan to go in to possess the land which the Most High your power giveth you, and ye shall possess it and dwell therein, and ye shall observe to do all the statutes and judgments which I set before you this day. Kal Asherah, Debar Yahweh, Anai Shai, Wanashemai. All that Yahweh said, what we do in here all through the law. The Most High has Masha telling us to keep the commandments, to walk in them. And when you went to John 2, 1 and 6, he said, these are the commandments which you have heard from the beginning, that we should walk in them. And when you go to Deuteronomy 11, he keeps saying the same thing. And then you go to chapter 10 and chapter 8, saying the same thing. It's the same thing. Just like I want you to look at Deuteronomy, 10 and 1. When he's talking about the wood, the shittim wood, he would write on the shittim wood as well. The laws that were on the first stones, man, oh my goodness, like, what did he write on the wood? Y'all got to find this out, man. These are things that, you can easily cut a Gentile with if you know the law. But you got to see, when the Mashiach Awashai said in St. John 6 and 44, that no man can come to me except the Father sent him, no man can come unto me. Let me go get that, because I don't want to say it wrong. Book of St. John, chapter 6, verse 44. Let's get it. Book of John, chapter 6, verse 44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. And a lot of people go to Mashiach Yahushai like the Mashiach Yahushai is running the show, and he's not. The Mashiach Yahushai is not running the show. Let's go up to 38. He said in red, for I came down from heaven, not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. And what's this will? He's saying with the Father, he said, no man can come to me except the Father which has sent me draw him. And here goes the will. And I will raise him up at the last day. He get to pick. See? Y'all got to pay attention. Y'all got to learn who the Most High is and how to find out who the Most High is, man. His attributes, y'all. Hey, man. This is not a game. Y'all got to get to know the Most High, man. Y'all got to know him. And I feel that's my job, is to teach y'all who the Most High is. Feel me? And with that, shalom.